Do we have audio today, folks?
Waiting for my mom to call and confirm.
It looks like it on the meters there. So, hey, welcome to Monday.
Wait a minute, your
It's
video
June
is
15th.
confirming your audio? Is that how
Yes,
this
I
works?
have confidence video or audio meters now
Wow.
on my confidence monitors, just to make sure that you guys don't miss out on all the great stuff we're talking about. Hey, I'm RJ Murdoch. This is Chris Seaman.
What's up, Emerald Coast? Happy
And,
Monday to you.
Happy Monday. Oh my God, what a gorgeous weekend. It's
pretty.
This was really pretty. The key in this area when you want to enjoy a pretty day, get out on the roads early and then stay where you're at.
That's pretty sound advice, actually.
Because
So about 10 o'clock is when you're done. If you can't be where you need to be by 10, if you're going through
Otherwise-
98 anyway.
Wow, that was weird. We were in and out of focus. Yeah. Otherwise, bring a picnic with you and just hang out in the car and go do some Netflix streaming.
Or spend the weekend laying tile painting. And yeah. So that kept me off the road. I was in Lowe's a lot. Let's put it that way. So.
Well, we have a
look,
special guest who's
we got a
coming
guest.
in today.
We got to go right to him, don't we?
We should. If he's a really busy guy, I know he can hear us. We can't hear him
Well, we
yet.
have big time
But you know what?
officials.
He is an official.
Yes.
His time is very precious to
Look,
us.
he's in charge of the fun stuff.
He's in charge of the fun
So
stuff.
at the end of the day,
Yeah.
I mean, if the mayor shows up, we can make him wait. County
Yeah.
Commissioner Nathan comes on tomorrow. We can, he can wait. This guy is in charge of the gym.
Well,
he's
I
in
don't-
charge of the fields.
I don't see why we should be holding him off anymore.
Let's
We should
go.
Just bring him on.
He's there looking at us,
Ladies
ready
and
to roll.
gentlemen, without further ado,
Because guess what we get
The
to ask
one,
him? So
the
how's
only-
how's the budget talks, Jeff?
Jeff Peters.
Fun stuff.
it's
So the
going
fun guy
good,
gets
guys.
to come on here and talk about probably his favorite topic.
His
I'm
favorite
guessing
topic.
that's your favorite topic, isn't it? Talk about the money.
Talking
Yes.
about the money.
Absolutely, yeah. Every year, this time of the year.
So, you were in the paper on Saturday. Fort Walton Beach Rec Center is opening up for summer activities. And, and one of them was also going on this weekend as well.
You guys were packed.
You guys were packed. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually queue up some video here.
This is where
This
is where the nerd guy gets to be a show off. This is kind of fun, but
Let's
Jeff, I give you a lot of
let's show
credit.
him our output here.
We talked about this a few weeks ago that you guys had some tournaments coming up, and so this is it coming to fruition right here.
Yeah, so it was over at the complex. Check out the 5 fields that are all together there.
Looks great.
That is pretty awesome.
How was the turnout? How'd everything go?
Yeah, it was excellent. That's a great video there, RJ. But yeah, they were. It went really well. It was really the first tournament that we had since the COVID stuff. So we were really excited to get people out and just see how they reacted. But it went really, really well. We've got another one this week, and then the following week. Then we're open the week of the 4th of July, and then we've got 2 huge girls softball tournaments the 2 weeks after the 4th of July. So we're real excited about this time of the year.
Yeah, and these guys are coming in from out of town, so they're coming out. They're hanging out for the weekend. They're staying.
Yeah, absolutely. They do, and a lot of times there's a couple games in between when they play, so they're running out and eating in the restaurants, and obviously going to the beach when they've got some time. But they love coming to this area and the restaurants and the beaches, and we take a lot of pride in our fields and the shape that they're in. Our parks guys do a great job. We always have a good turnout here at our complex.
How many teams showed up to play in this tournament? Just out of reference.
Yeah, there was about 40. Normally they have about 80 in the next couple of weeks. So they've looked at about a 50% reduction. And some of it, I guess was maybe people a little timid, and I guess some of the other ones were some people had lost their jobs or maybe coming back to work and didn't have the time to get off and stuff like that. So a number of reasons, but again, still a pretty good turnout.
Yeah, we can't really expect everything to be back to where it was if get back to 60 miles an hour. So if that was 30 miles an hour, we're all in the Emerald Coast thrilled to have it. I'm sure it was good for muscle memory of the city and the employees and everybody else to get the motion back out there.
And this complex is amazing. I mean, they also have this awesome batting practice cage over here to work with. I mean, the facility is first class. I mean, you guys really did a good job with that. And I know Preston Hood is the title sponsor of that. So kudos for them for helping out the community create such a great facility.
So Jeff, to finish that though, as you talked about, everybody was, is at 50%. I know you have meetings and such with coaches and all in the beginning. Was there a lot of conversation with that? Is that something that we put out there to make it public so everybody's aware of what to be? I mean, is that now part of the protocol as an organization for the city to make sure as we bring people in that we're talking and addressing the big elephant in the room?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. All the coaches and USSSA baseball and softball has sent out guidelines that they're required to follow. And we removed our bleachers out of there just to kind of prevent people sitting on top of each other. And so there were some both sides that we do. And I think they're probably doing it across the country at all the different facilities. But I mean, from what I saw, I was out there all weekend and people are just, you can see the sanitizers and the hand sanitizers and all the moms' purses, kids, and they tip the hats. The typical they walk across the infield and shake hands, but now they're tipping the caps on the side on the foul lines. So there's a few things.
So you get a mom that's in charge of the orange slices, and now another mom is in charge of the sandy wipes. I mean, those are just some minor adjustments that have to happen. You got to do your job, and then the parents need to do their job to manage their children out there, and that makes sense. And I commend you on leading the way. One thing I love about the Emerald Coast is I think because where we live and who we've gotten to be around here, we do a good job of wanting to bring people in here, but we got to be smart. And I commend you on the way you're doing it. Like I said, I drove by, saw the place was packed, and to see the video, I'm not trying to judge by any means. I'm really just saying good work because at the end of the day, the only way to rebuild any economy nationally or definitely it starts locally. You're leading the way, and that's the restaurants are there, but you got to give them a reason to come aside from the beaches. And so good job. I commend you on doing that. And so what's happening as far as in the current world? What's next on the city agenda since it's fresh on your mind and fresh out of the meeting? Is there anything you want to break some news for us right here? What's next?
Well, we're dealing with a little bit just budget wise, just with the kind of shut down for a couple of months like anybody. We're kind of waiting on some revenue numbers and just to kind of see what we can do moving forward. So this next year will be trying times for everybody, and hopefully that some of this we can help out the community a little bit, with the people coming this summer. But as far as the recreation department and the city budget, we're just kind of going step by step and just to see how it all lays out as we move forward.
While we got you on here, and only because I know the answer to this question, but give you the opportunity, I know that whole facility over there is basically gone from ground zero back to what it is now. So tell us what else is over there. And I know because I'm saying on behalf of a couple of my friends that have become avid pickleball players, what other facilities what's different? What's over there now as our community is starting to get back out from their caves and they start looking for things to do? What are they going to find at the new rec center?
Yeah, I mean, I think what people have discovered, which is kind of cool. We a couple of years ago we built some beach volleyball courts, 4 of them, really. First class volleyball courts with lights, and they weren't really highly used the first couple of years. I don't know whether people didn't know about them, but now I think when the beach is closed, we've had a pretty heavy. Of course, obviously they're back open now, but I think people discovered our courts. So the volleyball courts have been pretty interesting to watch people come out and play over the last couple of months, and really doing some clinics and stuff there now, and some we're real excited about that. We've got people beat down our doors to rent soccer fields and baseball and softball fields. There's so many teams out there that with the schools closed that they're struggling for some fields gym space. So we feel very fortunate to be able to provide that to a lot of people.
That's awesome. I make no bones about the beach volleyball is near and dear to my heart, being that I have an up-and-coming Olympian in my family. So I hope she'll find her way back out there to practice. And if after this meeting, if she didn't see it on this show, she's going to hear about it. And, well, man, I appreciate you coming on here to talk to us. Hopefully very soon I'll get back to feeding you. I got a guy that's going to be making you some pizza very soon. And that's coming to say thanks to the city workers for all you're doing, man. I really appreciate when someone in your position, it's not easy already to be in your position, and I recognize that. But when you have some catastrophes to deal with, so to speak, that are not necessarily of your making, and you've kind of meandered through it in a way, and then to see that's that's just an amazing journey, and I commend you again and all your staff. I know you don't do it alone. I know you really sit in an air-conditioned office and don't do much but talk about the money.
He was out there on the fields. I saw him.
Okay, fair enough.
He was sweating it, making sure everybody was there.
That'll cost me a beverage, that joke right there. It'll cost me a beverage, I'm sure. But what I was trying to say is I know you have some great staff that do some really good work. And I know when it comes to something like this, the real big team out there is the City of Fort Walton Beach workers that put that to work so that everybody can come play again. So thank you very much, my friend.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. Chris, I got to say, what's happening. I saw your hard work up there, pressure washing, and we're real excited to see Hallenbach coming across the street from the golf course.
Yeah, that's true. I'm right around the corner from your substation of fields, and that's awesome.
Right.
I have one last question for you, Jeff, there, and it has to do with, I know if people wanted to find out some more information about what activities are available, they can go to the City of Fort Walton Beach informational website and go to the Parks and Recreation page, but you really don't have anything that talks about schedules here. I mean, do you post schedules of different activities or things that are going on at this time, or is that something you guys are working on?
Yeah, we reach out. We've got a recreation Facebook page, and also through our FWB.org, we've got different schedules and registration dates and things that are going on. So check the website out, and then the city's Facebook page. Not only the public information page, but also the city recreation department Facebook page.
Yeah, and I think the website's really easy. I think it's just fwb.org. I mean, it's just 3 letters. That's unheard of these days to have a 3-letter web domain. So good job on that for the city. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and let you go because we know you're such a busy guy and you have to go clean up all those baseball fields now to get ready for the next one. So, keep us in touch with what's going on, and we'd love to be able to spotlight when we can.
Yeah, you guys do a great job with it. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you, Jeff.
All right, thanks, Jeff.
There you go. So we got some sports happening here at the Emerald Coast, which is a great sign because, it doesn't, as much as we can talk about as Major League Baseball, we'll talk with our buddy, our sports analyst, Jake, this week, because that's all we really need is a sports analyst once a week right now. But, it really starts... The economy of sports really starts in the neighborhood. And it's one thing that the $1 million players get out there and play, and that's great for TV stuff. But this is making it happen in your neighborhood. I mean, you spent the weekend over in Bay County, which isn't necessarily in the perimeter of our show, but it's great to know that there was a national event. CBS Sports was there highlighting some the pro series out in the water sports, out in the beaches off of Panama City. And that's just a good sign of things to come. And look, the key to some of this is, to me, being cautious. These are sports that involve a lot of the athletes are actually distanced, so they can still compete. So there is some safety involved in that, and that's good.
Well, and when it comes to the participants, I totally agree with you because, like, when it comes to the water sports, now check out this 360 video I've got set up. From the racing that was over in Panama City. And I actually put a link to this in the Emerald Coast TV's Facebook page if you want to check it out, or also check out the live stream. But, these guys are naturally socially distanced.
Well, the idea is you want to distance yourself a lot if you're winning.
And there's but it was like this is the first chance that they've got a chance to actually do anything this year because everything's been canceled mostly because of the COVID. But then also, like last week, the weather was terrible in Panama City. But look at the gorgeous water that was out there. It was a great day on Saturday.
That's right.
Being able to hang out there and check out the wave runners.
We will discuss the protocol on the beach there, the handling of jet skis and all. It's not a 100% thing here. It's nice to see a crowd out there, and it's a lot of young people, and it's in the sun, and that's all good stuff. But it's still a thing because, RJ, we get back to it. The news is that the cases of the virus are spiking back in the Panhandle, and that's what happens when we open businesses up. So all I can say to people out there is you got to do your job. We all have to do our job. Sanitize, masks, socially distance, etc.
Yeah.
So what else we got in the paper there, RJ? Anything other topics today?
Well, I mean, one of the great things, and we're talking about promoting the area and activities to do in the area, is check out the fact that we've gotten more artificial reefs.
How about
out
that?
there.
That's actually pretty cool. That's a great use.
So cool.
That's advanced recycling, if you ask me. When you're using chunks of the Eglin Air Force Base facility, when you're using chunks of government property, because that's what that is.
Yeah, because it's all the reuse broken up concrete from,
That is correct.
from every
and they
different.
turn it into some
from,
really great. Basically,
targets
they're
and
giving
such.
homeless fish homes, and so we can go out there and fish them out of their homes, and we can go out there and go diving.
Yeah, because just the nature of our area, there's just nothing. It's
We
just,
don't
it's
have
just
a lot of
sandy.
reefs.
It's just sandy.
That's right.
They have nothing to attract to, but
We
that
are-
helps attract a lot of things.
We are a
But all those-
natural-
and you can look at it. You can see in there. You can see all the it's kind of like a
They're
pylon.
little-
They're like
they're
little
little
pyramids.
With
Yeah,
little holes in
with
them.
Holes in them, and they take. Yeah, I think they take about anywhere from 3 to 6 months to start building up some coral.
Yep.
And then attracting fish and stuff like that. And you said you actually witnessed one of them over in Pensacola.
Well,
where
I
they
saw.
sunk the,
I remember being out there when they sank a retired Navy carrier off the Pensacola Pass, and then I've seen some of these be dropped before out off of in Okaloosa County. And what they are, those holes are great for lobsters to find a home in, for groupers to find a home in. But at the end of the day, the circle of life that is the fisheries, it just creates a community. Small fish find refuge, big fish can now hunt, and then we can go fishing. And that sandy bottom that is the Gulf, that is the Emerald Coast, is a natural place for an unnatural reef. And that's what this is, because we don't have natural reefs here. And
Can I say it? Can I say it?
go ahead, nerdy.
We're giving homes to the homeless.
I already
fish.
said that. Are you? Yeah, but thank you for
I know, but
feeding
still,
that.
it's
You like
just a
that.
funny concept.
That is
I
the
love
homes
it.
for the homeless fish. So we are addressing the homeless situation here. Now we got to work on the land.
On the
All right.
land.
So what
we're
happened?
gonna
So
talk about
some shameless plugs. What do you got?
yeah, we could do some shameless plugs
right.
if we want to, because we well, wait,
You notice I threw in the pickleball because my friend Bridget is watching the show, so we talked a little pickleball because she's an avid player.
Pickleball is kind of like a combination of tennis and
It's like-
handball.
Nah, it's more closer to tennis because it's not against a wall. You're playing across a net. So
Well,
it's,
okay, yeah, you're right.
it's a combination of tennis and ping pong, but you're playing on the table.
And I'm thinking like court type of handball, which maybe that's what pickleball.
Handball is actually in a court like racquetball, which I played, but pickleball is, picture you're playing on a big ping pong table,
Right.
but you're playing like tennis.
Thing is,
Ball's a little different. The
when I was
paddles
growing
don't
up,
have.
we used to do that in the parking lot and use the car spots, but we
Correct.
always called it handball. I never realized it was actually called.
No.
But then again, we're also using our hand now to paddle.
Okay, true.
So that's
but
the difference
The actual
between pickleball.
handball is played in a court that is the same as a racquetball court.
Mm-hmm.
But in this case, this is advanced ping pong.
Hey, if you're watching us live on the Emerald Coast TV Facebook page. We are live streaming to that, but at the same time, we're live streaming to YouTube, Roku, and Amazon Fire. And
RJ, you got a lot of stuff on Emerald Coast TV. You know, I've gone and looked at it on Roku. You got a lot of old, cool basketball games.
You know,
on there.
and not only that, I've got parades and other events from
you're
the
killing a
early
rainy day.
2000s.
If
So
you're
you
killing
know,
a rainy
being
day.
the former tourist TV guy that
yeah,
I was.
you go way back, bro.
Yeah. And also, by the way, if you get an opportunity, please go over to our What's Up Emerald Coast Facebook page.
Is this still a
and do
shameless
little
plug, our
like.
guy?
Yeah, well, yeah, we can definitely do with the
Chill and Real.
chill and reel.
That guy's cool.
Yeah, every day we'll try to mention
The
it.
guy
So
that invented
he gave
it
us
is
a case
cool.
of this, and we're going to find a way to go ahead and give those away
The
here
device
shortly.
is cool, but the guy that made it, Jacob, is a pretty cool dude. I really enjoyed hanging out with him and his dad. And it's good
you
stuff.
know, such a great weekend. This was an awesome spot to be
Bridget
at.
said, just to clarify, think of it as ping pong on steroids.
Oh,
That is exactly correct. Thank you very much, Bridget. Hey, I know I've been there. Look at that live shot.
there's
Look
a
at that.
live
That's
shot
a Monday.
right now on a Monday of coming off the Emerald Grand.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm proud of everybody socially
old
distanced out there on their
98
boat.
Destin, or Destin.
That is the
Destin 98.
hottest commodity right now
So
along the Gulf
I'm just
Coast.
looking at the traffic. It's moving pretty good for lunchtime. So
I'm going to say that's a hotter commodity than Bourbon Street, than anything in Tampa, Crab Island. I mean, it's hot. The water, look at that tide line, is beautiful. The water is gorgeous. And there's already over 100 some boats out there. Man, that's what makes it nice to be at the Emerald Coast. And thank you for that aerial shot there.
yeah.
Wow.
And
Why am I in the studio with you, RJ? Okay, so
Yeah,
tell me,
exactly.
what am I going to eat today?
well, you know,
National
usually on
holiday.
the national holidays, and we have something that is related to eating.
Everything about me is related to eating.
Not today. Not
No?
today. Nope. Today is
Okay,
National
I can live with that.
Smile Power Day.
See, but food just makes
because
me smile.
food makes you smile.
Yeah,
food makes you
food makes-
smile.
yeah, food makes me
other
smile.
people smile.
Yeah, so
and then
National
even us,
Smile
but
what is
more
Smile
so,
Power, RJ? I don't get
but
Smile
even more
Power.
so,
Is it the way it makes other people feel if they see the smile on your face?
Just smiling makes it a great day.
So right now,
Even when there's the worst happening, you can smile.
So right now, all dozens of our viewers, if I go like this, they feel better about themselves. See? All right, what else you got?
And nature photography
Oh,
day.
this is right in your wheelhouse.
Yeah, well, yes and no, but still, yeah. Today's one of those opportunities where
This
you can.
show started with you taking pictures of pigeons. That's where this started. You were bored at COVID. There were pigeons out on Okaloosa Island.
Well, that was because they took over the beach because they were homeless.
Nature Photography Day.
Nature photography.
I think somewhere
But,
you still have those pictures of pigeons.
Take a picture of nice scenic, oak foreground, water behind blue skies. Go take some seagulls flying around.
Okay.
Some kids just playing or something like that.
It'll make you
But
have
no
smile
cats.
power.
We have enough cat videos as there is right now on YouTube.
You'll have enough smile power after that. Anything else?
No, that's it for National
That's
Days.
all of it? No
That was
food?
That was it. So, our time is up unless you want to talk about anything else. I think we
that
can
is
just go ahead
enough.
and
I
pass.
have to go lay tile.
I will tell you for tomorrow, we have another official.
County official?
County official. We're gonna have
Our
Nathan,
show is becoming officially a show.
Nathan Boyles will go ahead and give us a county update. They actually have a commissioner meeting tomorrow morning, and he's
Excellent.
going to go ahead and fill us in with everything that's happening on the Oklahoma.
Look at you. You're becoming timely and official, RJ.
It's like I'm almost becoming a producer. It's
Oh, wow.
scary.
That's right. That's awesome.
Well, listen, you guys have a great day. Thanks for joining us. I hope we got some information that was very helpful for you. And if not, well, just smile.
Stay rational, my friends.
Smile.
Smile power.